Yeah. Hello, KGC show fans and listeners. Yes, I am back. I'm feeling a lot better than what I once was, and I'm so thankful for all your thoughts and prayers. I want to say thank you guys for the very first episode back with my buddy Mr. Blind Joe, celebrating 5 years of me podcasting. Who would have ever thought it would have taken me to where I'm at here today? But today I am joined by an incredible singer-songwriter. Um, who just mind blows me away with every single that she has out. You might have recognized her from my show earlier in the year. Her name is B. Smith, and she has a brand new single coming out called Girls Like Me and Guys Like You, and she's here to talk about it today. B, welcome to the show.
Hey, thanks for having me. How you doing?
I'm doing great. Welcome back to the show.
Thank you. Thank you. It's great to be back. Just want to say before we start, so last time we had the squeaky chair. This time I have like a squeaky dog, so just just getting that out there. He is here. Say hi, Rupert. He makes all kind of weird noises. He snores and he grunts and he does this, that, and the other. So yeah, it's not me, it's the dog.
Well, she if she doesn't have a chair to make noise, she has something.
Yes, it's not me, it's never me. One day I'm gonna be caught out.
But how have you been doing since the last time we've talked?
Yeah, really good, thank you. Busy, busy, busy. Yeah, writing new music and being in the studio and doing all the promotion and all that fun stuff. So yeah, super, super busy.
So I understand you have a brand new single coming out called Girls Like You and Guys Like Me. Can you talk to us a little bit about this summertime anthem? And if anybody has heard it and or is going to hear it, this is summertime anthem at its quality finest. The summer of 2025 will be singing along. But talk to us a little bit about the song.
Thank you. I appreciate that. So yeah, so Girls Like Me, Guys Like You is a song. It's very, very different to my previous single, Little Girl's Heart. It's a completely different vibe, almost the opposite, I would say. It's very upbeat, it's kind of cheeky. It's about going out with the girls and being hit on by married men in particular in a bar. Now, I've told you this before, when I do write songs, they're all from personal experience. And this is something that happens. And it's the biggest ick. Like, I've literally seen guys remove their wedding ring and then come and talk to me. It is awful. And that's what this song is about. It's about just stop being so disrespectful, you know. And there's a line in it says, tell your wife that I said hi. Like, I am not a homewrecker. I am not a, back alley Sally or whatever you want to call me. Go and choose someone else because I have too much self-respect for that. And that is what this song is all about. So it's just about being out with the girls, having fun, and not wanting to be bothered by guys, particularly married ones. So yeah.
There it is. And what I love is that she's actually later on in the show, there's going to be a special performance of it because, wow, we might be the first people to play it right here on this show. Who knows? But, but B has offered that, and we thank her so very much. Now, I understand that your latest single, Little Girl's Heart, is a also a personal story. For the people who haven't seen the last podcast that we did together, can you talk to us a little bit about why you wrote that song and the empowerment that you have felt behind this song?
Yeah, so Little Girl's Heart is a story of when I was growing up and being abandoned by a father, um, and the impact that has on a child growing up, particularly a young girl. It was my experience of that. And I wanted to kind of I have said this in an interview before, so forgive me if we talked about it on the podcast. But for me, when I would listen to country music and hear about like father figures in country music, it was very much about daddy's boots are hard to fill, and these fathers are really good role models and great men and good examples of men, and I didn't have that, and I wanted to write a song for those people that have also gone through that because that they're apart, I would say, aside from an art, you can argue this is country or pop music. Kelly Clarkson's Piece by Pieces touches on this subject. Um, And I wanted to write one particularly for the country genre for those people that are going through it. And the impact that's had has been amazing. It's reached a lot further than I thought it would have. So we're really proud of it. I co-wrote that one with um, a wonderful guy called Nick Sagar, who's also the producer on the track. And he when we were writing, he was talking about, what do you want the song to say, basically. And it was really important to me to get those visuals across, so people could really kind of try and imagine being in that position. So yeah, that's what it's a kind of a sad song. And someone had said to me, actually, I've had a lot of messages since that song came out, which has been really wonderful, of people that have gone through that, and people that are, or perhaps mothers now that are going through that, their children are actually experiencing that now because the father's left. And it's been really wonderful to speak to people that, we have that common ground, and to see how it has helped them. And someone actually had mentioned, when I was teasing the next single that's coming out, he said, I've not quite recovered from the first one. So I was like, I promise you it's not the same. And it's definitely not. It's not. This next one is definitely not an emotional one.
But well, maybe it is for the people who it's about.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But I also know that, and I wasn't going to talk to you about this today, but I feel immense to. I want to talk to you a little bit about how music has played in your mental health, because I know that music
Mm,
and mental health are a big part of what you do, and I know that you're a mental health advocate as well. Um,
yeah,
and I
yeah.
want you to talk to us a little bit about how what music does, what does that do for you mentally as a singer-songwriter?
God, I mean, it's such an outlet for me, I think I've always used music as a way to channel feelings, basically. So I grew up in a household where um, talking about feelings wasn't really a thing. You don't really do it. In fact, it was a bit weird if you did. Which I know a lot of people, particularly my generation, have grown up the same, as their parents don't talk because their parents never talked. And now we're in this generation where people do talk, and they need to talk about things. So for me, I always use music as a way of a therapy, really, of kind of, if I needed a good cry, I'd listen to this kind of artist. Or if I wanted to feel good, I'm just going to put the doggy down. If I wanted to feel good, I would listen to this artist. If I was going through a breakup, I would listen to this song, for example. And writing to me was actually my, I suppose we call it journaling these days, if we want to be, trendy and use a buzzword. But that's what I did. I would write poems, really, from the age of, God, I think about 9 or 10, I started writing. And then they turned into songs. And that was how I would get things out, particularly when I was going through that stuff with my dad. It was, like trying to ask those really deep questions that I was too young to ask or understand, and try and find some kind of make some sense of things. So I'm a huge advocate for mental health. I've worked in mental health for over 10 years. And I'll always speak up for mental health. It's really, really important to me.
That's right, and it should be important to all of us, and that's
Yeah.
the number one thing is your mental health should come first. No, it
Mhm.
doesn't matter your occupation. Take care
Yeah.
of you for you, so then that way you can be better for other people.
Yeah. Yeah.
And B, I love talking with you. You're one of my favorite guests that I talk to
Thank you.
regularly, and and we have we've had some very fun live streams over on
You
TikTok.
have.
You
Yeah.
uh,
Gets a bit unhinged over on there sometimes, doesn't it?
we
I've no Jesus water today.
I was about to ask
I
you that.
haven't got any. No, you're gonna make me look like a raging alcoholic. No, I'm being good today.
I don't even have a drink to you too, so
I'm gonna swig some perfume because it's got alcohol in it. I'm kidding. I'm joking.
nah. But maybe I should have done most of this morning.
I don't need it. I'm lethal on it anyway. I don't need it.
But as you can tell, we are more than just podcast partners. We are actually dear friends, and I loved when she sent me this song. I knew I couldn't waste any minute of it, waste any time getting on promotion on this song. This is a
Appreciate that.
song that I feel will be your biggest amongst your biggest, and this is just your second single yet to come. Do you have anything in the works that you're excited for people to hear?
So I wrote a song, I think it's about 2 weeks ago now, and I'm calling it my Bluebird song. And I'm gatekeeping that because if I get to play the Bluebird, which is one of my absolute bucket list things that I want to do, that is a song that I'm going to debut there and play there. But it's very, very simple. It's very stripped back. It's just me and guitar. And it's very, very personal, very personal. That's all I'm saying on it.
I
And guess
understand.
what? It's really sad. Sorry.
I
I
don't
know.
know how we're gonna go from that sad Bluebird song to an awards or the award show, but we'll sure try.
The award for the saddest songs ever written. Yeah. Can't help it.
Well, never mind. Anyway, but hey, I understand that you're gonna be in Atlanta, Georgia for some award shows, and that you're up for some awards. So can you talk to us a little bit about the Songwriters Association Awards?
Yeah, I'm really excited about this. So, this is the International Singer-Songwriters Association, and I've been nominated for 6 awards, which is absolutely mind-blowing. I'm going to try and remember them. I've got Emerging Artist, um, Best Female. Oh gosh, they're listed. I'm overwhelmed with it, so I can't remember them. And my brain just goes to mush when I try and like talk about it. Little Girl's Heart is nominated in there for Best Single as well, which I'm so excited about. I'm nominated for Best Singer-Songwriter as well. Um, yeah, there's a few on that. I'm just like, I can't wait. Absolutely thrilled and truly honored to be part of that whole community because actually they've been so supportive. There's been other people that I've spoken to, and everyone's asking each other to nominate each other, and it's really 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 lovely community. It's really really great to be a part of that. So yeah, I mean, if I don't win anything, I'm just so honored that I've been nominated. So that's in I'm over actually for a tour in July and August, and it's in August. So fingers crossed. We'll see.
That's right. And hopefully, and I ask that everybody does this, please, please, please make sure that she gets voted for a Josie Award this year because the
Thank
Josies are hosted at the Grand Ole Opry. And
you. Yeah.
any thank you that anybody could do for me is to watch her walk across that Opry stage to win an
Oh my
award
God.
because she definitely does deserve it. Just trust me. Go listen to Little Girl's Heart. And if you, by the end of that song, don't feel like you or that she hasn't won an award for that song, you didn't listen to it right. That song
Oh,
is incredible and deserves every award that it should be nominated for and should win. How does it feel to get recognized by the industry that you started off at 9 or 10 years old writing poets? Did you ever think that they would be winning awards?
no. No, God, no. No. My family when I was younger, it was, although we all love music, we're a musical family, we're the kind that we do sit around the dinner table and someone will grab the spoons and someone will grab a pepper pot and that's a microphone and we all burst into song. That's the kind of family that we are. But that was always a bit of a joke. It wasn't like you should do this as a career. So I was discouraged from doing it as a career when I was growing up. So absolutely wouldn't have never dreamed that I would be nominated for an award. So no, it's a huge achievement for me. I'm really, really proud of it. Really proud of it.
What was that turning point for you when you decided that, hey, maybe I could change my life not only for the better, but I could actually make a living out of this?
I mean, honestly, it was when I had my daughter. She's my biggest inspiration for doing this because she is I'm kind of growing, she's growing up and I'm kind of teaching her, you can do what you want to do in this world as long as you work hard and you're dedicated to what you want to do, you can achieve what you want, basically. Um, I didn't have that. I was, you must go down this route. And with her, I'm like, you need to do what you want to do. Like, if you're passionate about something, follow it, find a way of making money out of it, or just go and do it because it's what your heart desires, you know? And I thought to myself, hang on a minute, I'm like teaching her to do all these things, and I'm being like the biggest hypocrite because I'm not following my passion. I'm not doing it. Yes, I was working in mental health, which I love. We talked about that earlier, but my passion, first and foremost, has always been singing, always. Um, so I was singing on the circuit about 10, 12 years ago. And I have that experience of performing, but it wasn't country music. It wasn't my favorite kind of music that I wanted to be performing, because I wasn't an audience for it here, basically. So um, I think it was it last year? Yeah, it was last year. I was gifted at Easter, actually. My uncle gifted me this amazing guitar, which was a complete surprise. Like, I'm so unworthy of this instrument. Oh God. He gave me this guitar and I like ugly cried for like 20 minutes. And he was like, we really believe in you and we want you to, you know, start doing something with it. And you've got what it takes. And it was just what I really needed to hear at that moment. And then I just thought, right, well, I got to do it now. I kind of got to do it now. So I've always done it in the background, but I've never, I guess I think because I was discouraged from doing it when I was younger, and it was, there's been like a block there for me to actually pursue it, like a kind of a voice where it'll never work. It's not going to happen for you. Don't bother. And that's kind of held me back a lot, an awful lot. So yeah, it was definitely having my daughter. I was like, yep, I can't be teaching her one thing, and because she's that kind of kid, she will ask me about it, and she'll not let me live that down either. So kind of showing her that you got to do it.
That's right. And you are an incredible role model. And I know your husband, Carl, is a great role model too. You got to tell him I said hi.
It is. Sorry, my lights have gone.
And there's a reason I say that is because of one of the TikTok live shows we did together. Yeah, she was talking about bringing him oil or something and watching
Oh,
him.
for the squeaky chair.
Yeah,
That's what it was. Yeah.
and she brought him in oil for
I
the
did. He's a
squeaky chair
good egg.
there on the live show when we met him. So
He just wanted to get on the camera. That's what he wanted. He loves
that's
it. I'm only joking. He doesn't. He's actually he's not shy, but he doesn't, he's not comfortable with this kind of stuff. So he'll happily, like, wait in the wings for me. So yeah, there's definitely no kind of competing for the limelight. He's really, really supportive. In fact, he's times when I've in the past gone, oh, this isn't for me, or I just can't do this and it's too hard. And, we all have those moments, don't we, where we feel like just giving up. And he's always been the one constantly going, nope, I'm not letting you do that. Let me help you. What do you need? He's brilliant. He's really, really good.
well, I was just about to ask you how does Mr. Carl affect your music in a positive way? Do you grow inspiration for songs from him, or how does that combination kind of work?
Yeah, I mean, he's just very, very supportive, like I said. I can be a bit delulu with things, and I'm a bit of a hippie at heart, and he just, I'll go like this, let's move here, and he'll go, okay, and he'll support me with it. So we're a really, really good team, and I think, and equally I am with him. Like any kind of business ventures and stuff that he's had in the past and he has currently, I'm always there, and that's a partnership, isn't it? That's what you're supposed to be doing. And I don't take that for granted. I've had relationships in the past that were definitely not that. Well, there's some songs in there, I'll just say that. Um, but yeah, he's brilliant. He's really supportive. He's a great father. And when I was writing Little Girl's Heart, I'm so lucky that actually I found a father figure in him that's the opposite of what I had, like literally the opposite. So that's been amazing.
Mm. We
So
love you, Carl, and we had to give you a shout out and thank you for all that you do.
oh, thank
Um,
you for that. He'll
I
love
know that
that.
I know that you don't really like being in the spotlight, but you do a lot for us. Me support You support me a lot, and I know how much bees and your relationship means to each other. So just want to say thank you for all that you do. All right, now enough of the love stuff. Let's
Enough of the mushy stuff.
yeah.
Yeah, this song's about definitely not the mushy stuff.
No, let's go back to the song for a second. When you were writing this, did you have anyone specific in mind that you like you said, all right, sitting down writing this for this person because you know,
Yeah, like most of the guys that are out. I said
yeah,
it. I said what I said. So I when I go out, doesn't happen all the time, but it's happened on occasion where I'll go out with my girlfriends and there's guys that are out, and don't get me wrong, right? People are going to come for me on this. It's going to trigger a lot of guys, probably the married ones, but they're the ones that are doing it, right? So I'll go out and it's happened before. There's guys who you just want to be out with the girls. You're not interested. You just want to dance. You want to have a drink. You want to have fun, and that's nice. Everyone wants to say hello and be polite. That's fine, right? But when you see a married man taking his ring off and then approaching you or approaching your friend and trying to chat them up, that and it happens a lot, and it does not sit well with me at all. So I wrote a song about it.
it does.
Pulling them out. They're out there.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
I jokingly have to ask this question. Does it happen more than you being compared to Lainey Wilson?
No.
Okay. I just wanted to make you laugh on that.
No. But I mean, being compared to Lady Wilson is literally the best compliment in the entire world. But yeah, no.
I definitely do agree
Thankfully,
with
no, it doesn't happen that much. The thing is, it gets me so mad where it's not happened for a long time. It happened, the last time it happened was quite a few years ago when it was really like, I don't know. I find it really uncomfortable because I just think you've got a wife at home or you've got children, or probably both, wife and kids at home. Like, just if you don't want to be married, don't get married or just leave. Like I don't understand these people that I think I'll never understand it. I wonder if it's just like an ego boost or what it is. I don't know what it is, but they ain't getting that from me. So
That's
I'll
right.
send it on
Neither
your way, sir.
not getting it from me either.
Right.
Hey, I figured that we could close this show out like we do multiple shows. But before we close out the show, I want you to talk to us a little bit about a breathing mechanism for the people at home,
Hmm.
and for the viewers at home that may not have TikTok and may not see what we do. I want you to kind of run through that and to kind of help my audience. Uh,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, so going back to my background in mental health, so I'm a qualified psychological wellbeing practitioner, which means that I used to work for the NHS in treating depression and OCD and anxiety and common mental health problems like that. So my role was to kind of guide people to and through recovery. So, um, for example, you would be feeling like, struggling with your anxiety or struggling with symptoms of depression, you go and see the doctor. This is how it works over here in the UK. You go and see your doctor, and your doctor would prescribe you some talking therapy. You would then come and see me. So we would have 6 or 8 sessions of therapy with myself, and there's all different techniques that we would use in that therapy. So this is one of them. So this is a really, really easy one. And you can Google this as well. You can find this if you forget how to do it. You can find it and it'll be listed. It's called a grounding technique. And what this is basically if you're struggling with like overthinking or feeling really anxious or feeling really stressed, or, maybe you can't sleep at night, or there's all sorts of things that are bothering you and your mind's kind of going overdrive. We've got this, it's called 5 4 3 2 1. And we'll do it together so then people can have a go if they want to. So, Caden, I'm going to ask you to describe, not in too much detail, but don't rush through this. Okay. So the idea is to be present. Okay. So while your mind's running away with you, it's just to be present. Now, if you notice while you're doing this exercise that your thoughts are getting ahead of you again, just notice the thought, let it be, and come back to the task that you're doing. So, for example, I might ask you to do something, and then you're like, oh, I didn't do the shopping, or I've forgotten to. It's fine. Just notice that thought and then come back to what we're doing. Okay. So, the first thing I want you to do is I want you to tell me 5 things that you can see.
Curtains or drapes,
Mhm.
whatever. See a lamp, speakers. I could see outside.
Mhm.
I could see a
What can you
bush,
see? What can you see outside? Sorry.
a tree, like a big tree. I see a bush, like a garage, some grass.
Okay, that's 5. Now tell me 4 things you can feel, like your bum on the chair, for example.
Uh, my butt on the chair.
Yep.
The sweat on my hand right now for whatever
Mhm.
reason. The
Mhm.
hat on my head
Yep.
and the hair on my face.
Okay. Okay. Now tell me 3 things you can hear.
You, podcast, um, my voice,
Yep.
and me when I move.
Yep. Okay. Now 2 things you can taste or smell, or 2 tastes or smells that you like if you can't think of any.
Butter and jelly, the best way to go.
Amazing. Can you taste anything at the minute? Have you had some lunch recently or some breakfast?
I had some bottle of water about 20 minutes ago.
Okay, well, that doesn't taste of anything.
Playing.
Okay. So the last thing is tell me one good thing about yourself.
That this is one of the best shows I've ever done, hands down.
Yay, I like that. Cool.
I don't
Okay.
know if it's just my guest or what it is, but uh, honestly, I feel re-energized as a host that I found my
Yay, I love
purpose
that.
after the
Good.
yeah.
Good. So the idea of that exercise is just to keep doing so. For example, some people, if they're experiencing an anxiety attack or a panic attack, now that's really extreme when that happens, is they can use that technique. And on the surface of it, you'll sit there and think that ain't going to work. Because when I'm having an anxiety attack or a panic attack, I feel like I'm going to die. And that's very real for people that are feeling that. However, it has been proven to work for those people in that scenario if they continue to do it. So when they're so do 5 4 3 2 1, do it again. 5 4 3 2 1, do it again, and your nervous system will start to calm down, and it will just rebalance everything for you. So it's a really really useful technique.
So I have a question for you on like where in the right proper setting. So would it be better for you to do it by yourself or with a group of people?
I mean, it's always good to do it by yourself. It depends on the scenario, doesn't it? So if you're, if you're out with friends and something's really stressing you out, you can do it quietly to yourself because this is something you don't have to say out loud either. You can do it when you're waiting at the bus stop. You can do it while you're lying in bed. You can do it when you go to the bathroom. You can do it whenever you want. One thing I would suggest to do with this technique is to practice it when you're not needing it. So to practice it when you're not in that high level of stress so that you can feel when when you are in that level of stress, it's easy to call on it because you already know the kind of the routine of it. Now don't worry if you go, was it 4 things that I can see or 5 things that I can see? I can't remember which order. It doesn't matter as long as you're doing 5 4 3 2 1 of something. All right. The idea was just to bring you back to where your present moment is.
That's right. And thank you very much for helping
You're
us with
welcome.
that and showing that to my audience. I know that that has played a major impact on my life and some of the things that um, I struggle with. I have found I'm a lot more better at because of that technique. And
That's
she
amazing.
what she said is true. You know, if you apply it to your life, even when you think that you don't need it, it will
Mm.
help you become a stronger and better person at the end of it too. So,
Yeah, it's people can use it if they're struggling to get to sleep at night because that's usually when your brain will switch on and go ping. Oh, here's the things that you stopped worrying about because you've been busy today. I'm going to make you worry about them now. So it just helps to kind of quieten that chatter a little bit.
hey, we've had a great interview, and I love my friend B Smith, but I would be absolutely remiss if we didn't do a rapid fire Q&A.
Yeah, let's go for it.
First off, I want to say thank you so much for coming on the show, and thank you again for helping me celebrate 5 years of podcasting.
Amazing. Congratulations. It's such an achievement.
Well, it is, and here's to 5 more years because
Yeah, you need
you
to
know,
go out and celebrate. Get the
eh.
Jesus water on it. If I should have known that, we could have done a shot together. Rain
yeah,
check. We'll rain check that.
yeah, Monday.
Yeah.
But
Monday over on TikTok.
yeah, forgive us. It's what time is it out there for you guys?
It's 6 p.m.
Okay, so I'm
What is it for
I'm
you
not
there? One? Is it one?
10:01.
Is what?
It's 10 o'clock in the
10:01.
morning.
Oh, oh Lord. Yeah. It's almost dinner time for me.
Well, thanks for anyway, rapid fire. Before I completely go off the rails with this show. It's not
You're
the
getting
TikTok
giddy
show.
again.
Not the TikTok show.
Not the TikTok. No. Well, the good thing is because this is recorded, you can just edit stuff out. On TikTok Live, we can't do that. It's just
No,
it turns to chaos quite quickly on there, doesn't it?
but it's fun.
Oh, we should mention actually that we do have a Facebook group called Music and Mental Health. So go join the group. That's basically it's everyone is invited to that group. It's a group where we're all about self-promotion. We're all about celebrating the little wins and the big wins. Checking in with each other. We're wanting to build that community where we can talk about how we're feeling. And we're not ashamed to talk about how we're feeling in there as well. So get over on that group and join that.
Yes, Facebook. Thank you for mentioning that. That crossed my mind, but didn't cover to think about it. But yeah, no, join our Facebook group over there. So that way we can love on each other. Because that's one of the greatest commandments in the Bible is loving God and loving each other. And I think that's something that we should get back to more of doing, loving God and loving each other. All right, B, it's time to play everyone's favorite game. How many questions can Caden screw up? No, I'm just kidding. Rapid fire Q&A.
Oh God. Okay, go on.
Uh, what's your favorite song?
Oh God. It's rapid fire, isn't it? Oh, Go Going Nowhere, Ashley McBride. It's not my favorite. It's the first one that came to mind. It's one of my favorites.
Okay, one of.
Sorry, I
Uh,
talk too much for rapid fire. Go.
you're good. You're good. Favorite movie?
Oh, this is hard. Never ending story.
There you go. Favorite book?
The Secret.
What's one thing you want to be remembered by after your music career?
Being a good mum.
Great one. And the last two, where can people keep up with you?
So I'm on all the socials as B Smith Music Official, but I also have my website which has the links to my socials on there, and it's bsmithmusic.com.
There you go. And the last one, when you're ready to promote your next new single, will you come back on the KGC show?
Of course I will. Of course I will.
The best
You don't
party
need to
day.
ask.
Well, it's right here at the end of my list, so I got to change it up. Maybe you can help me with those questions to change up. But
Okay.
I B, I incredibly wish you the best of luck on this new song called
Thank you.
Girls Like You and Guys Like Girls
Girls
Like
like me, guys like you.
Told you I would do it. Uh, I wish you incredibly success on this brand new single.
Thank
Please,
you.
please save it. Please download it. And when does it come out?
So it's out everywhere on Monday, the 28th.
We'll make
So
sure that you
yeah,
guys
28th of
go
April.
28th of April. So Monday,
Monday.
April
Yeah.
28th.
Yeah.
Please have Girls Like Me and Guys Like You downloaded to all streaming platforms. And also, while you're at it, download her previous single, Little Girl's Heart, everywhere out now. My friend and yours, we can't wait to see her here in the States, the incredibly talented B. Smith. B, thank you so
Thank
much, my
you.
friend.
Thank you for having me. See you later.
We'll see you guys later. Love you guys. Love one another. And we'll see you on the next one.